सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asks you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः. गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे. Everything happens only in the mind, and if we do not understand the working of the mind, we will suffer and distribute the suffering in the world. Therefore, antarmukha ahamiti vrittihi kartaram ullikhet bahirmukham idam iti esha bahyam tu vastum idam ullikhet. So the mind is functioning at two levels. One is the subjective and the second is the objective. Whenever knowledge happens, in that knowledge, the following factors are involved. One is the object of knowledge, second is the knower of the object, and the third is the knowledge of the object. Out of these three, how the process of knowledge happens. So this is a mic. Now the mic doesn't know it is a mic. Someone else has to know. So I know this is a mic. First step in the knowledge, where I is born. And what is the knowledge? This is a knowledge, this is a mic, plus I am not the mic. So whenever there is a sense of not I-ness, one person was asking me this question, Swamiji, many times you use such words which are nowhere in the dictionary, like unmeditation, unaction. These words are not in dictionary. Where from you get these words? I said, you want to know? Yes. I said, dumb people use the dictionary. Wise people create the dictionary. How simple it is, not difficult. So, not I-ness. I-ness word is there. Not I-ness is not there. So, I know this is a mic, and the next step is I am not the mic. See how important it is. Suppose it happens, I know the mic and I am the mic. What a tragedy it will be. I know this is a donkey. And I am a donkey? No. So out of these three factors, I-ness, the I factor, then the idamness, the not I factor, and the knowledge of this idamness, not I factor. Three of them. Now, the more not I is entertained, I have got so much property, I have got so many children, I have got so much of business, I have got such a great position in the society. This is all not I-ness. More the not I we entertain, this I becomes fat. See? So when we talk to somebody, what is that talk? When we talk to others, we only talk about two things, our possessions and our relations. More the possessions and more the relations, fatter is the I. See? Now, the more we are disturbed because of relations, miserable is the I. We understanding this thing is very important. First, we have to recognize which is this I. So I is a mule carrying the burden of possessions and relations. Now, how does he take the relations? If we take the relations very seriously, we are bound to suffer in life. See? Possessions we can give away. See? If I am miserable because of some vehicle, I can give it away, buy another one. But then we extend the same principle with the relations also. And this is how the samsara begins. So, where is the problem? Problem is not in the objects. Problem is not in the relations. Problem is with the I, how he or she deals with these two factors, possessions and relations. Therefore, this should be clear in us. So, what should be the final conclusion? The more miserable we are, stronger is the ego. Less miserable we are, lesser is the ego. Bhagavan has no ego. Therefore, Paramananda. See, your Paramananda. Bhagavan. See, friends. Therefore, what should be the spiritual practice? Neither become miserable nor justify that you are miserable. These two things are done. We have learned this drama of life. Now continue. Idamo ye vishesha syuhu gandha rupa rasadayaha asankaryena tan vidyat granandriya panchakam. Object is only one. See? A flower. Now that one flower is seen 5 different ways. What is the sound, shabda, sparsha, how it is, soft or hard, dry or plastic, what it is. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, how beautiful or not beautiful it is. Then the rasa, how tasty it is, or bitter, and gandha. So one object is seen in 5 different ways because there are 5 sense organs. A person who doesn't have any one organ, for example, the vision. A person without vision has only 4 objects in this world. Shabda, sparsha, rasa and gandha, no rupa. Therefore, we have to clearly, distinctly understand this. What we have to understand? We get obsessed with one or the other. There are only 2 things which we get obsessed. One is the name and the form. Name means words, they are heard by the ears. Forms means the objects with color and form seen by the eyes. So the world enters in our mind through these 2 channels. And then the eyes don't get disturbed by red or green color. It is where the colors or the sounds are received, they are received on the mind. So the mind gets disturbed. Why? Because mind alone is the vision. When expressing through the eyes, mind alone is the hearing ability. When expressing through the ears. See, electricity is alone light when expressing through the bulb. Electricity alone is the heat when expressing through the heater. So the maniness of this world is because of 5 sense organs. See, friend, this should be very clearly understood. And then the question is, Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. Arjuna, this question. Knowing well that this is wrong, yet as if compelled by somebody, why do we go the wrong way? Is the question. And there Bhagavan Krishna answers, Kama esha krodha esha, rajoguna samudbhavaha. It is because of the kama or the desire. Desire has got two ends. Either the desire is fulfilled or it is not fulfilled. When the desire is not fulfilled, it is expressing as anger. When the desire is fulfilled, it expresses as the greed. And all that is happening only because we are obsessed with something or the other. And what is the world? Name and a form. Nama Rupatmak Jagat. Therefore, what will be our real spiritual practice? Control your sense organs and organs of action. How do we start? 10 of them. Okay, start with one. And then one is the tongue. 2 in 1. When we taste, the tongue is rasana. When we speak, the tongue is the karmendriya, jivva. So we have to control these two if we are practicing Vedanta in our life. Remember, nobody can teach us anything in life. There is no touch method. Don't get carried away by that. Many people, Swamiji, Ashirwad karo. Right? Nothing will happen with that. We have to clearly understand this thing. Problem is with us, we have to work it out. Nobody can help us. Now, how to work it out? These are the techniques. Dekho, eyes, colors and forms. Suno, words, sounds. Mat bolo, don't react. Your mind will remain undisturbed all the time. Undisturbed mind is the source of wisdom. The disturbed mind is the source of boredom. All the time frustrated. These are the two things to be practiced as a spiritual practice. Now, kartaram cha kriyam tadvat vyavritta vritta vishayanapi sphoryed ekayatnena soyasau shakshi atra chidvapuhu. Now be very attentive. In our Mundakopanishad, there is a mantra. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parishashvajate tayo anyaha pippalam swadumatti anashnan anyaha abhichakashiti. On the same tree, on the same branch, there are two birds. They are exactly alike. Both of them, sakha, they are very close. They cannot remain separate from each other. Now on that tree, there are many fruits. One bird is constantly perching on those fruits. And if the fruit is sweet, he is so happy. Ha 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 hoo. If the fruit is bitter, ooh. And what the other bird is doing? He is not eating anything. This tree is our body. In this body, there are two birds. One is Jivatma and Paramatma. One is man and the second is husband. Now between these two, man is Paramatma, husband is Jivatma. Now what the Jivatma, the husband is doing? For every small little thing, he has to react and he has to become miserable. See, therefore, my friends, we are studying Natakdeep. Natakdeep means only drama. If you want to solve all the problems of your life, this is said in our scriptures. Only one thing, Karnataka. Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. What is that? Only natak. See? And when you do natak, what happens in natak? You are as if you are doing something, but in fact, you are not doing anything. But how? What are you doing now? As if you are listening. If you really listen, you will change. And what is the change? Number one, living at zero complaint level. Number two, dekho suno mat bolo. Number three, wherever, whatever you are, be 100%. But what will I get? Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Relax, man, relax. See, friend, nobody can teach us anything in life. We have to learn. Like a small child. Is it that the mother is approached by the child, Mummy, when you were a baby like me, how you learned walking, can you teach me? No. He finds out his own ways. Exactly the same way. We have to find out our own ways. See? But we become obstinate. Like people living in this kind of world, yours or USA, etc. There people follow the traffic rules and go systematically. But if you do the same thing in India, you will remain there. A statue will be built. A person was standing here for crossing the road for last 800 years. Therefore, when you are in Rome, be like Romans. When you are in America, wash dishes. This is how the life is. See? How simple it is, man. It's not difficult. So, kartaharam cha kriyam tadvar vyavruttavrutta vishayanapi. So, whenever something is done or something is being done, that time two things happens. One is, I am doing, I have done, I. And the other one is observing. See, today when I was sleeping, I got this beautiful thought. See, the more you are in the reflective mode 24/7, you don't require books to read and talk. It comes from within. See, it's not difficult. When we are doing something, that time, where are the things happening in us? Now, example is, when we are awake, we are hungry, thirsty. Where is the hunger and thirst? In pranamaya kosha. Okay. Then after eating a lot, we go to sleep. And in that sleep, we have a dream wherein we were very hungry. And we were running for food here and there. Now, be attentive. The pranamaya kosha of the waker and the pranamaya kosha of the dreamer, are they two separate or they are one? See, dream we experience. The joy, sorrows of the dream we experience. And we also know that I am miserable. All the three, known, knowledge and knower, are known by us, who is independent of the three. But what happens? During the dream is experienced as a solid reality. The day we will be able to understand, when the dream is going on, if that time you know it is a dream, you will never suffer. Exactly the same way. Ours is a waking dream. Don't we say, I know this, I know that, but he said so many things, I got so hurt. So you know that you got hurt, so you have to be someone different from. In this manner, slowly start separating the experiencer from the one who is illuminating all the three: experiencer, experiencer, and the experienced. Out of these three, get out. How to get out? Don't react. That's all. Like the space doesn't react. Like the mirror doesn't react. See, friends, in short, don't take life too seriously. Then how to do that? Like a drama. In the drama, the actors have to do whatever roles they are supposed to play. Then what happens? Ikshe shrunomi jigrami swadayami sprishamyam iti bhasayate sarvam nritya shalasta deepavata. Now from here we go to the next step. Then this I who is getting involved with the world, then he says, I see, I hear, I smell, I taste, I touch. All these things. That means the objects, the knowledge of the objects, and the knower of the objects. All these three things are illuminated by the third or the fourth independent factor. Like Nritya Shalas, the Deepavat. Like in a dancing theater, there are lamps. So the dancing theater is this. Now be very attentive. Whether there are many audience, is it a burden for the light? If all of them go away, is it a loss? Whether the dancer is dancing properly or not, whether the instruments are being played properly or not, does it make any difference to the light? Apply the same to yourself. Different colors and forms. Does it make any difference to the vision? Now what is this experience? Seeing is happening, but seer is not born. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. How do we know a seer or the hearer is born? When something is seen, commentary begins. How nice, how sweet, oh, a seer is born. When we hear something, how terrible you sing, the hearer is born. And therefore, this simple looking mantra is the highest meditation. And in that meditation, you live 24/7, in and through all the experiences of life, waking, dream, and deep sleep. It is not half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. No. This is what it is said here. It is nritya shalasta deepavata. So like the lamp, illuminating everything but not getting influenced by anything. When we get influenced by anything, that influence is expressed as some words, appreciation or depreciation. Therefore, friends, these few things which I tell you, sincerely practice. It has helped me, it will help you. Number one, before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I guarantee you, you yourself will say, no need to talk. Because this is our default setting. We have to comment on everything. See? Therefore, nritya shalasta deepavat. So in a drama, this light is essential. If there is no light, no drama, nothing can be there. But although the light is there, not getting influenced by anything. Recognize this position of ours. So many things have come and gone. What difference it made to us? We have heard satsanga for so many times. And we sit before the Mahatmas as a challenge. You try to improve. Asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punapunaha. See, my friends, therefore, nritya shalastha deepaha prabhun sabhanscha nartakim deepayet avisheshena tad abhavepi deepyate. Now, this light in the drama theatre is illuminating whom is Prabhu, the owner of the drama or the director or whatever, Sabhyascha, the audience, and Nartakim and the dancer. How Deepayet avisheshena. There is no special light on the dancer. There is no special light on the audience. There is no special light on the director. Common light. Be very attentive. Earth is one, water is one, space, then fire is one, air is one, space is one, mind is one, life is one, and the consciousness which is expressing as life is also one. See? But what happens? We are functioning through the five sense organs, so the one is seen in five different ways. Now, instead of keeping quiet there itself, we start reacting. So, the mind becomes completely splintered, broken into good and bad. And further, we get identified with our reactions and become miserable or happy. And next step, we get tired of, be attentive, we get tired of ourselves. Then either we go to sleep or we start liquid spirituality. Think. Therefore, Deepayet avisheshena. Be very attentive. Spiritual practice is non-specific being. We are all carrying the burden of something extraordinary. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am rich, I am poor, I am educated, I am overeducated, I am a business person, I am successful, I am not successful. So many of them. Plus, I am spiritual also. Friends, who can help us? Like the lamp or the light has no biasness towards anything or anybody. Is it not our real nature? Vision has no biasness towards any particular color and form. Ears have no biasness towards any word. Somebody praises or somebody condemns. Ears only hear. See, the more you become deeply closest to your own being, you start remaining no reactions in life. Nritya shalastha deepo prabhu sabhanscha nartakim deepayet avisheshena and tad abhavepi dipyate. And when everything is over, the dancers is gone, her performance is over, all the instrument players, they also have gone, all the audience has gone. Is it a loss to this light? Now recognize this, my friends. You are 100, 200 of here. Is it a burden to my vision? If you go away, is it a loss? No. Remember this principle of life. Illuminator is never influenced by what is illumined. If somebody calls us fool and we think miserable, no. See? Like, many times, I don't remember anybody's names. One of the manufactures defect. So, just to hide my ignorance, I had to play tricks. So one trick, once I told, hey Mahatma ji, come quickly yaar, we are getting late. Swamiji, where I am Mahatma, don't call me Mahatma. Acha, Bekuf, chal jaldi. When I say Bekuf, chal jaldi, he is not angry. He is surprised. How Swamiji also knows. Everybody calls him Bekuf. Look at the world in a different dimension. Our dimension is I versus you. No, we are all equal fools. See, फूलों का बगीचा है. Don't justify you are miserable. So, deepayet avisheshena tad abhavepi dipyate. See, friends, now if you go to Bhagavad Gita, dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhirastatra namuyati. How many bodies have come and gone? Childhood body has come and gone. Teenage has come and gone. Middle age has come and gone. Old will also go. You are the same. You know why we are not able to catch this point? Because of the basic error. Basic error is, I am inside the body and the world is outside the body. This is the basic error. This is only because we don't want to change our standpoint. All the spiritual practice begins when you recognize the importance of changing your standpoint of life. Like these few examples, very simple. Space is inside as well as outside. So this inside outside is because of the hall. But if you look at the same thing from the spaces point of view, hall is also in me. See? The thing is outside, everything is in me. Similarly, air is outside, air is inside. Therefore, the body is in the air. Air is not in the body. Go further, the mind. Mind only includes the outer world as well as the inner knower. So everything is in the mind. And when you carry any burden for a longer period of time, you get tired. Be attentive. In one of the management gimmick, we were having a conference. And then, management means what? Playing like the small kids, they play there. They think management. I do the same thing. So, I had arranged everything. All the necktie-dhari came and sat. I said, hey, today we learn one principle. And for that, we have to play some game. Then I said, who is among you a Sindhi? The one Sindhi raised his hand. Please come. He came. And I had already kept covered, then I opened before him. Papad. Then I told him, don't eat. Lift it slowly. Don't break it. Hold it parallel to your shoulder, straight away. He held it. And then I started talking here and there. My attention was at him. After some time, the hand was going down. I said, hey, I am watching. Hand up. Oh. 2, 3 times, 5, 7 minutes. After that, Swamiji, I can't hold it now. I said, okay, now eat papad and go. I said, now what we have to learn? When you were holding the papad, what was the weight of the papad? Maybe 3 grams, 2 grams, 5 grams, yes. After 10 minutes, has the weight of the papad increased? No. Why were you tired? What is the principle? Principle is, whatever insignificant, anything may be in your life, if you hold on to a longer period of time, you get tired, man. Then eat papad. We will never be miserable in life. But we carry the same burden. How simple life is. And this is what I am not telling you. You do that. How whole day we are shouting, fighting, doing good and bad and quarreling on all that thing. And thereafter, these husband and wife, they come and land on the bed and both of them are tired. Tired of what? Carrying the burden of life. Then what they do? They drop. And then the Sangeet Sabha begins. That husband who doesn't tolerate one word of his wife, he is enjoying the Shastriya Sangeet. Because there, the one who was holding the burden of husband, wife, brother, father, mother, and sister, everything is dropped. Be attentive. Where is the burden? Burden is not on the body, burden is on the mind. And the burden is that of possessiveness. This is what it is said. Tad abhave. When everything is discarded, our achievements, failures, friendship, enmity, and good and bad, everything is dropped and we are in deep sleep. Tat abhave pi. In the absence of everything, yet we continue to be. So what sadhana you have to do, tell me? Nothing. See? But to learn this, now start doing experiments on yourself. This is what I have been doing my whole life. For 2 years, I did not take wheat and rice, only boiled potatoes. I survived. Then, conclusion is, it is not necessary. Slowly, slowly learn. And then one day you discover that you are undisturbed by anything or anybody in this world. It is so simple, my friends. Chant in your mind, whatever you like, Om Namah Shivaya. First chant little loudly, Om Namah Shivaya. Then again chant, but again go deeper. Go still deeper. You will come to a point, and the depth is not torturing yourself. No, no, no. From the gross, you enter the subtle. Gross is with the names and the forms. Drop the names and the forms. You have reached the subtlest. For that, and one point is chant the Lord's name, Om Namah Shivaya, followed by silence. Then increase the gap between the two Om Namah Shivaya. Again, increase the silence. And the more you are listening to silence, one day it will click to you that listening to silence means not getting disturbed by words. Words will be heard. Somebody will call us, you are wise, you are fool. Somebody will call us, you are beautiful, you are ugly. Everything will be heard. But you will not become a hearer This is what we tell you, experience without experiencer. Therefore, dekho, suno, see, hear, nothing wrong. Mat bolo, don't be a seer, don't be a hearer. Then we come to this experience. Presence or absence of things makes no difference. Whether somebody praises us, somebody condemns us, makes no difference. One Mahatma Ji was spoken very bad by somebody. So his chela said, Maharaj Ji, he is speaking very bad about you. Should I settle account with him? He said, if you have heard, you should do it. But have you not heard? I said, no, I agree with him. How do you agree? If he condemns me as a body, I also condemn myself as a body. I am not the body. So he is doing favor to me. And if he condemns me as a self, the divine, he is also divine. He has got every right to say anything to himself. How you think makes all the difference in your life. Instead of thinking, we react in life. Reaction is not thinking. Now continuing further, ahankara dhyam sakshi vishayanapi bhasayet ahankaradya bhavepi swayam bhatyeva purvavata. In the same manner, the divine self that we are, what is called here as sakshi, ahankara dhyam, I do this, I do that, buddhi, I understand, she is so dumb, she doesn't understand anything. See? Many husbands have got this notion that their wife is dumb. They underestimate her. She is super dumb. Really, yes. Had she been wise, she will never marry you. You are terrible. See, friend, don't get lost in all these things. Ahankara, Diya, Buddhi. Then, Vishaya, the objective world, everything is illuminated by the same witnessing consciousness. Somehow this word witness, I don't feel very comfortable, although it is an authentic word. But for me, other word is more valuable. Instead of sakshi, learn to remain indifferent. Now, for example, I am a sakshi, meaning what? My attention is on you. Whether you listen or you don't listen. Whether you are awake or you sleep. I am observing and I will not get disturbed. Let them sleep. I will keep on talking. Like many singers, they sing whether others are listening or not. I will. Sakshi. So you are giving presence of the things around a status of reality. Instead of that, go to the next step. Next step is remain indifferent. कोई वंदो कोई निंदो कोई कैसे कहो रे राम सांगे प्रीत बांधी होत जैसे होत रे. If we are great because the people tell, if we are fool because the people tell, then we have not stepped on the spiritual path. Therefore, all these things, the world, the experience of the world, the experiencer of the world, everything is illuminated by this reality, and this reality remain indifferent to everything in life. To what extent? Like the space. Space is indifferent. When the earth is moving in the space doesn't get tickling. Come on, yeah, don't move. When there is a lot of turmoil in the ocean, the space doesn't become wet. And doesn't I stop now? No. So what is the meaning is this. Ahankara adi abhavepi. And when there are no contents in the space, be attentive. Around our earth, there is particular level where there is a capsule of air. After that, there is no air. But a space is still there. See? Little off the track, but very subtle. Be attentive. World is having, or creation has, two things only. One is no movement, no change, and second is constant change. Only two things. Tasmat atmanaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuhu. What is akash? Space, no movement, no changes. From that no movement, no changes space, the air is born. What is air? Constant changes, constant movement. When constant movement happens, heat is created. The third element, heat, fire. When there is too much of heat, perspiration comes, water is created. And the water gets dried up, the earth is created. This is how the process of creation is indicated in our scriptures. Therefore, whether there are things or no things, it makes no difference. And the best part is, you don't have to do anything. I am making you lazy. You don't have to do anything. Learn from your every single experience. Simply sit down, bekar. What are you doing? Nothing. Watch the whole world. But our problem is we get involved in everything. Therefore, ahankara adi abhavepi swayam bhateva purvavata. Therefore, childhood has come and gone, we are not come and gone. Teenage has come and gone, we are the same. Middle age has come and gone, we are the same. Old age will also take the body away, we are the same. When we did not die 3 times, options came. What is there to suffer in this world? See, continuing further. Nirantaram bhasamane kutaste dyapti rupataha tad bhasa bhasaye iyam buddhir nrityati anekadha. So in the light of the witnessing consciousness, jnapti rupataha. Jnapti means what? Knowledge without differentiation into knower and known. Now, like you are seeing, whatever you are seeing in front of you, Bhagavan Krishna, these plants, everything. Now focus your attention on anything and learn where are you. Now take your attention from that and bring it to your own eyes. So, seeing is happening, but seer is not born. To make this more conspicuous, when you go home, switch off all the light, sit in your room, darkness to such an extent that you can't see your own hand, and sit down and keep your eyes open. Because eyes are open, seeing is happening. But there is nothing to see. So seer is not born. Are we doing anything? Spiritual life is not a struggle through activities. In being, there are no efforts. When you become somebody, there are nothing but efforts. See, man is being, husband is becoming. And how the man becomes husband? And is that husband real? No. It is an illusion. Appears but doesn't exist. Slowly, slowly, you will start learning this. And then what we have to do, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. So if you are in front of your boss, but if he is wrong, refer to rule number 1. Boss is never wrong. That's it. Don't argue. Our peace of mind is more valuable than anything in this world. So, nirantaram bhasamane kutaste dyapti rupataha tad bhasa bhasayed yam buddhir nrutyati anekadha. Now, in the light of this conscious reality, the buddhi, the mind is constantly dancing anekadha in different ways. Now, how the dance of the buddhi goes? Ahankara, Prabhu, Sabhya, Vishaya, Nartaki, Matihi, Taladi, Dharani, Akshani, Deepaha, Sakshi, Avabhasakaha. So what this light is illuminating? First, Ahankar. Which light? The conscious light. Ahankar, Prabhu, I am so and so, I am the boss. Then Sabhya, all the people who are dependent on us. And Vishaya, all the worldly objects. Nartaki, one's own intellect. Mati, one's own obsessions about the things. Taladi, Dharani, various kinds of sense organs and organs of action. All of them are illuminated by one conscious light. So now we have freedom. Where are we? Friends, spiritual life is a journey from the virtual reality to the actual reality. Virtual reality is husband or wife. Actual reality is man and woman. What they have to do? See? Only one thing, don't take wife or husband seriously. Take them lightly. Slowly, slowly, you discover and you come to know that there are people who are victim of their own habits. They are not bad. There are some people, they cannot talk soft. They only bark. What can you do? Don't go there with a, stick to hit him. No. I say, हमारा कुत्ता ऐसे भौंकता है. See, friends, do not react, my friends. All the spiritual life is do not react, only act. When an actor performs on the stage, he gets name, fame, wealth, recognition. But when the same actor reacts, he becomes a poor pauper on the roadside. See? But how to become actor? What are you doing now? As if you are listening. Friends, if this listening has really gone systematically deep in your being, you will be a totally changed person. And this can happen only by one simple rule. Nothing can be taught. And nobody can stop you from learning. In Mahabharata there is a character, Ekalavya. You know that? Ekalavya was rejected by Dronacharya. I will not teach you. You will not be my disciple. So what Ekalavya said, Okay, sir, no problem. But I will learn. If you are bent on learning, even God cannot stop you. And if you don't want to learn, even God cannot teach you. Spiritual life is like learning swimming. See? There are some people who just can't swim, whatever they may try. One of my experience in US, my friend had a beautiful house, a big, nice swimming pool in the house. So during summer, I said, hey, today I'm going to swim. So I got into that. Then I said, all the three, husband, wife, and a son about 5 years. I said, you are only watching me or you want to come inside? So their son, 5 years, he came, he just had come and jumped. Then I said, hey, two of you. Then the wife came, she jumped. I said, Mahatma ji, what about you? So this son and the wife started laughing. Why? Swamiji, he doesn't know swimming. I said, why? Oh, Swamiji, I tried, I can't swim. Now who can help you? The swimming is not remembered, it is not done by mind, it is a knack. See? Business is a knack. By becoming MBA, you cannot be a successful businessman. In the same manner, spiritual life is a knack. And what is that knack? Knack is dekho suno mat bolo. That's it. Whatever you have to do it sincerely, cheerfully, to express joy and happiness. Therefore, all of them are illuminated by the divine. When we are thus living in this world without reacting, but only acting day by day, slowly we become expert in that. Then, sवस्थान संस्थितो दीपः सर्वतो भासयेद्यथा स्थिरस्थायी तथा साक्षी बहिरंत प्रकाशयेत्. Now this lamp, like for me and you, I am away from you and you are away from me. I am inside the stage, you are outside the stage. But for the lamp, there is nothing like inside, outside. Exactly the same way. When we are buried under the body identification, then inside, outside becomes real. But when the body reference is dropped, as in deep sleep, that time, whether we are inside or outside. The day you will get this point, all the problems of life begin only after body identification. And no thoughts can erupt without a reference. See? And this reference creates Mr. Somebody. And whenever you work on it, whenever you are disturbed, instead of finding out because of whom I am disturbed, find out who is disturbed. At the root of every disturbance, there is a seed of Mr. Somebody. We are all disturbed as somebody. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And the burden of these disturbances of so buddies, we get tired. And therefore, we go to sleep, even in the satsang. So those who sleep in the satsang, I have got highest regards for them. They have realized. Others are still struggling. Brahman kahan gaya? Abhi tak nahi aaya. And they already merged with Brahman, realize. Hey friends. So, swasthanam samstito deepaham sarvato bhase jatha tirasthayi tatha sakshi bahi anta prakashayet. See, in and out is only with a reference to something. Give up reference. You cannot think. Once you take this point, everywhere you can get examples. Ganges are flowing straight, calm and quiet. There will not be any turmoil. But if somewhere there is a rock or a pillar, then there will be water will be running in the opposite direction few seconds. And again it becomes white and again goes back. Reference. If there is no reference, the water will move straight away in one direction. Stop giving importance to any reference. Just be. Being is effortless. Becoming is full of efforts. In Yoga Vasishta, Vasishta Rishi tells Bhagavan Ram, your problem is you are doing meditation. Stop that. Because you are doing, don't do, just be. So, by asthira sthayi tatha sakshi, bahi anta prakashayet. Therefore, stop reacting and just play the role that we have to play and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.